In the darkest corners of prehistory lurked creatures far more terrifying than any dinosaur. Brace yourself as we unearth these monstrous beasts. Yes, you heard it right. Dinosaurs, as formidable as they were not the only terrifying creatures that once roamed our planet. They shared their world with other creatures, equally, if not more, harrowing. Imagine a world where the thunderous footsteps of a Tyrannosaurus rex were drowned by the slithering of a creature even more monstrous, or a world where the fearsome roar of a Spinosaurus was only a faint echo compared to the terrifying hiss of another beast. Hello, I'm Kiritos, your guide on this journey through time from the Fact Flow YouTube channel. Together, we'll unearth the unknown, revealing creatures that had the power to make even the most fearsome dinosaurs look like mere playthings. We'll into the prehistoric era, a time when life on Earth was a constant battle for survival, a time when terrifying beasts ruled the land, the sea, and the sky. We'll introduce you to creatures so enormous and fearsome, they make the dinosaurs look like creatures from a child's storybook. We're not talking about mythical beasts or creatures of legend. No, these are real creatures that once roamed our Earth, creatures that have left behind a fossil record as indisputable proof of their existence. So, buckle up as we prepare to dive into the heart of the prehistoric era, where dinosaurs were not the only behemoth beasts. The real monsters are yet to be revealed. The dinosaurs, as terrifying as they were, are just the beginning of our story. To dive into the prehistoric era where dinosaurs were not the only behemoth beasts. In the shadowy depths of ancient jungles, a serpent as long as a school bus slithered. This is the Titanoboa, a creature that makes the T-Rex seem like a harmless lizard. The term Titanoboa, literally translating to Titanic boa, is an apt epithet for this prehistoric titan. This beast held the title of the largest snake to ever inhabit the Earth. With a length stretching up to 40 feet and a weight of approximately 1.5 tons, the Titanoboa was equivalent a bowling lane in length and as heavy as a compact car. Imagine that, a snake so humongous that it could effortlessly overshadow the largest python or anaconda found today. However, its size wasn't the sole factor that made the Titanoboa a formidable beast. Its habitat and diet also played a significant role in establishing its reign as one of the most petrifying creatures of the ancient world. The Titanoboa made the swamps and rivers of present-day Colombia its home, around 58 to 60 million years ago. The region, known as the Karajon Formation, was a lush, tropical environment, an ideal setting for a cold-blooded reptile like the Titanoboa. When it comes to its diet, the Titanoboa wasn't fussy. This enormous snake was a constrictor, and it pounced on anything it could entangle in its gigantic coils. From fish to crocodiles, there was barely any creature that could evade the deadly grasp of the Titanoboa. To offer some context, the largest snake alive today is the green anaconda, which can grow up to 29 feet. The Titanoboa was almost 1.5 times larger. While the T-Rex may have been taller and heavier, the Titanoboa was longer and more versatile, capable of seamlessly navigating both land and water. So when you contemplate the most terrifying creatures of the past, the Titanoboa should not be overlooked. This enormous snake, with its staggering size, diverse diet, and adaptable habitat, was a true titan of the ancient world. The Titanoboa, indeed the terror of the ancient world, renders the T-Rex as child's play. From the abyss of the primordial oceans, a predator of unimaginable size emerged. The megalodon, a beast so massive it could swallow a modern-day shark whole and still be hungry. Aptly named Big Tooth, this gigantic creature roamed our planet's seas from around 23 to 3 million years ago. With an estimated length of up to 60 feet, this leviathan was nearly 3 times the size of the largest great white shark ever recorded. To put it in perspective, that's about the length of 2 London buses end to end. Imagine a creature so colossal that it could look an adult human in the eye while standing upright. Now, that's a chilling thought, isn't it? But the true horror of the megalodon lay in its jaws. Equipped with teeth stretching over 7 inches long, its bite was a force to reckon with. Its jaw span was so vast that it could easily engulf a small car, and its bite force was so powerful it could snap a whale's spine like a twig. This monstrous maw wasn't just for show. It was a deadly weapon that enabled the megalodon to reign as the undisputed apex predator of the ancient oceans. The megalodon's diet was as fearsome as its size. It feasted on whales and other large marine animals, swallowing them whole or tearing them apart with its terrifying teeth. Unlike modern sharks that often retreat after biting their prey, the megalodon was known to pursue and finish off its victims, leaving no chance for escape. Next time you marvel at the sight of a great white shark, remember the megalodon, a creature so large, so powerful, that it makes the great white look like a mere goldfish in comparison. The oceans of the past were home to a predator that could dwarf even the largest of today's sharks, a predator that was, without a doubt, a true underwater nightmare. The megalodon, an underwater nightmare that made the great white shark look like a goldfish. Beneath the foliage of ancient forests, a creature of nightmares crawled. Meet the Arthropleura, a millipede-like monster that makes modern insects like harmless specks of dust. At this point, you might be questioning, what's so terrifying about a bug? Let me assure you, this was no run-of-the-mill bug. This was a bug of such magnitude that even the bravest among us would tremble. The Arthropleura, a millipede-like monster, was one of the largest terrestrial invertebrates ever known. Imagine a millipede the size of a car, broad as a man's chest. This beast was not only huge, but practically armored. The body of the Arthropleura was layered in rigid, armor-like segments, making it a tough contender for any predator. Picture a centipede equipped with the body armor of a battle tank. That's the Arthropleura. But what kind of life did this creature lead? Well, the Arthropleura was an herbivore. That's right. Instead of feasting on meat, it fed on the lush primeval flora of its era. Its enormous size was probably a product of the increased oxygen levels in the atmosphere and the absence of large terrestrial predators. Now, let's put this into context. Consider the insects you encounter today. A housefly measures around 1/4 of an inch. A butterfly, among the larger insects, may have a wingspan of a few inches. The largest insects currently in existence, the atlas moth and the giant weta, only reach about 1 foot in length. Now, envisage an insect over 8 feet long. That's approximately 15 times the size of the largest insect alive today. Yes, 15 times. That's the horrifying scale of the Arthropleura. Comparing it to modern insects is like contrasting a dust particle with a boulder. So the next time a spider in the bathtub gives you a fright, or a bee buzzes a bit too close for your liking, remember the Arthropleura. Suddenly that spider doesn't seem so daunting, does it? The Arthropleura, a creepy crawler that made modern insects look like specks of dust. So we've journeyed back in time, encountering creatures that make dinosaurs look less terrifying than we thought. Let's take a moment to reflect on the titanic terrors we've just discovered. Creatures so monstrous they make the T-Rex seem like a house cat in comparison. First, we met the Titanoboa, a snake so massive it could swallow a grown man whole. Picture it, a 58-foot-long serpent weighing in at over a ton, slithering through the swamps of ancient South America. It's hard to imagine a more terrifying sight, isn't it? This colossal constrictor was a true force of nature, its size and power dwarfing even the largest dinosaurs. Then we plunged into the ocean depths to meet the megalodon, the greatest shark that ever lived. At 60 feet long, this monstrous marine predator was 3 times the size of the largest great white shark. With teeth the size of a human hand and a bite force that could crush a car, the megalodon ruled the ancient oceans with an iron fin. Finally, we ventured into the forests of the Carboniferous period to find the Arthropleura, a millipede-like creature that stretched up to 8 feet in length. This giant arthropod scuttled through the undergrowth, a startling sight with its segmented body and numerous legs. Though it was a herbivore, its sheer size makes it a worthy contender in our lineup of prehistoric terrors. In each of these creatures, we see nature's capacity for creating life forms that are both awe-inspiring and downright terrifying. But more than that, we gain a new appreciation for the vast tapestry of life that has existed on our planet, a tapestry in which dinosaurs are just one thread among many. So the next time you think of dinosaurs as the scariest creatures to have ever lived, remember these terrifying titans of the past. They serve as a humbling reminder that our Earth has been home to creatures more fearsome than we can possibly imagine.